I do not encourage nor condone any of the actions performed or products shown in this video. All of the videos are produced in a safe and controlled environment. Do not attempt to replicate any of the actions performed during this video.
Hello beautiful people from the internet, it is Connie over here. Welcome back to another video. It feels so great to finally say this again, because it has been exactly 1 week now since the last time I recorded a video or smoked a cigarette. That's right, rumors are true. I took a tolerance break, not exactly because I planned it or thought I would, but I will tell you that story in a little bit. But it has been exactly a week since the last time I smoked. It was Wednesday 10 a.m. last week when I finished recording my last video, and I thought I would go about my day and be normal, and next day I would come and smoke my daily cigarette, but that in fact did not happen. So today, here on a very gloomy day, I have a pack of Chesterfield Blues, and I also have my cup of coffee, which is a cafe latte, which is what I always make for myself, and I'm going to be smoking my first cigarette after taking a tolerance break, which I'm very excited to do. I'll tell you all about why, how I felt and all of that, you know. And let's take a sip. Cheers. It is very warm, and now let's see how the first hit feels. Let's go. Wow, the flavor is something that really does it for me. You know, the flavor has become a very nostalgic memory, and so every time I taste the cigarette, it's enough for me to feel rewarded. You know, this is how the brain chemistry aligns when you've been consuming a substance that's addictive for so long. You know, you start creating these little connections in your brain where even just the flavor of the thing without the substance hitting you yet already feels very good, you know. So why did I take this tolerance break, you might ask? It has been exactly a week. I think it was more than a year since I last took my big tolerance break, and I think it was 2 weeks because I was having a problem with my eye and I was very anxious. There's a video on my channel about it if you'd like to learn more. But the truth is, I finished recording my last video and smoking my cigarette, which felt quite nice, last Wednesday morning, and I went about my day as I said. I thought it would be just another normal day. I woke up the next day and the storm was hitting Portugal, and this was planned. You know, we have some storms passing by and they usually go away in like 1 or 2 days, but not this one. This one's name was Jana, and she was here to stay, my friends. So on the next day, it was one of those stormy days where you cannot even get out of the house for more than just getting into your car or public transportation and go straight to the place where you need to go. It's impossible to be outside. It is so windy that your umbrella will fly away type of storm, you know. It is definitely feeling very relaxing already. My dog Luna is barking to someone on the street. You go, girl. I'm feeling a sort of buzz, which usually only happens at the end of the cigarette, but because I haven't had any nicotine in the week, it is hitting me harder and faster. And so, as I said, very stormy day. I didn't smoke. The next day, exactly the same. I couldn't be outside, and I don't smoke inside anymore, so there was no way I could have smoked. It was 4 straight days of this. It kept going and going. The rain wouldn't stop, the wind wouldn't stop, and so it had been 4 days since I had last smoked a cigarette. I started realizing this in my brain, and I thought to myself, what if I give myself a little challenge? And I decided, hey, I'm not going to smoke for a whole week and see how it feels, how I feel, if I have any withdrawal symptoms or anything like that, if I feel any sort of different way, and then the buzz when I come back to smoke my cigarette a week later is probably going to be very relaxing. So let's see how this goes, if I can accomplish it, if it's going to be something that's easy or not for me to do. It is nice to finally be able to sit down here, smoke a cigarette, drink my cup of coffee and talk to you guys. This is a routine that I love. I do basically every day apart from this last week, and it feels very nice. And so during the rest of the days, I feel like I started feeling more aware of the lack of the nicotine as I started thinking to myself, okay, let's go for a week, let's try this for a whole week. And from the 4th day on is when I really started feeling a craving for it, because I knew that I was going to stay at least 3 more days without it, as on the first 4 days I wasn't even thinking about it because it was not even possible for me to go outside. But when it became sunny again and possible to be outside, that's when I was like, I really would like to go have my morning cigarette now, you know, but I stuck with it, which I'm happy to be able to say. I've been feeling buzzed since the middle of the cigarette. It is now almost the end. I feel like this is definitely working in the way that I intended it to buzz-wise, because I'm feeling a very relaxing, not overwhelming, but strong buzz, which I usually didn't feel when I was smoking every day. I used to feel a buzz right at the end of the cigarette. It would last 3 seconds and then it would go away. It would be relaxing still, but it's not how it's feeling now. I almost feel my eyes starting to close, my brain work a little bit slower. So it's very interesting how only a week can allow you to feel all of these things. And so, as I was saying, for the remaining 3 days of the week, that's when I really started missing the routine of going outside every morning, having my cigarette with a cup of coffee and talking with you guys, or just having a cigarette in my own peace and chatting, or just thinking to myself, I guess, because I'm usually alone, so I'm only really chatting with myself, I guess. There was a very interesting phenomenon that started happening where I felt like I was not enjoying my morning as much, which is really silly to say. Of course, you don't need a cigarette and a cup of coffee to be able to fully enjoy your morning, but because it's a routine that I kept for so long, you know, around, I don't even know, like 3 or 4 years now, or 3.5 years, I don't even know. I started feeling, hey, my morning feels a little bit incomplete, which is like, oh my goodness, I need to be able to enjoy a morning and a nice view without a cigarette. But I definitely felt the lack of it during especially the last 4 days. Now, symptom-wise, I don't know if I felt any withdrawal symptoms. I don't know if I felt any more snappy or angry or anxious. I definitely was feeling the lack of it in my brain. I was thinking about it a lot of times per day, but it was not something that it was imperative to my day. It was not something that would keep me from continue with my day until I had a cigarette, you know. So although it was in my mind, it was not really showing in reality as I continued my days normally, even thinking about it, you know. I'm feeling a sort of relaxation that I haven't felt in around a week. Now, this is something that I need to work on, because I know that humans are capable to feel this sort of relaxation through other means and methods like journaling and meditation. So I really need to practice those more so that I can live my life without feeling the lack of nicotine. But I will say it is a very nice addition to my morning that I've been enjoying for the last couple of years. I'm glad I took my tolerance break to see how I'd feel, but I'm also glad that it's over now and I can smoke again, you know. This has definitely helped me realize ways in which my brain thinks when it is missing the nicotine and when it is missing its routine. I'm a very routine-based person, and so when my routine is a little bit disturbed, I immediately feel like I need to ground myself and, oh, what is going on here? Something is missing, you know, those sort of feelings. So this has allowed me to have a better understanding of my consumption of nicotine, so I'm glad that I did do this. I don't know if I'm going to be doing it again soon, but I'm happy I did it for now, and these have been the results. So I think that will be it for today, my friends. I hope you have enjoyed watching this video on my experience taking a tolerance break. I'm feeling very relaxed. I feel like just laying on the ground and looking up at the sky and chilling with my dog Luna. And I'm glad I tried this, and I will see you all very soon in a next video, alright? Have a great rest of your day. Bye!